I've applied for jobs before, and this place was probably the worst location that I've ever applied to.
Ever.
Hi everybody, it's Mena. Welcome back to my channel, or if this is the very first video that you're seeing of me, then welcome to my channel. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button down below if you didn't already. Oops. My apologies. I kicked the camera a little bit. Anyway, hi everybody, it's Mena. Welcome back to my channel, or if this is the very first video that you're seeing of me, then welcome to my channel. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button down below if you didn't already. I post every day of the week for all. And today in this video, I'm going to do a Knit With Me story time. As you can see, I'm working on a project right here. And today's Knit With Me story time is going to be the time I had a horrible experience applying for a job at my local Safeway. So this is a story about how I was looking for a job and everybody told me to apply for Safeway. And then I applied for Safeway and I didn't really have a good experience because it was all done online and I'm not very techy. And then also the person that I called answered the phone kind of rudely. And this was just my personal experience from what I experienced applying for a job at Safeway. And I do want to make a quick disclaimer. This is not made to bash the company Safeway. This was just this location that I went to. I have been to several different other locations of Safeway where the customer service is pretty friendly. It's just this one just was not very friendly to let me apply there. So I'm going to, and this is a story just to teach you guys not all places are friendly to let you apply there. Sometimes they can be kind of rude about things, especially when it gets busy or something. So I'm going to get started and I hope you guys enjoy the video. So this all started about 3 years ago. I was looking to apply for a job and a bunch of people had told me to apply for Safeway. And I'm like, sure, why not? Because I was looking for a job and everybody told me to apply for Safeway. So my mom gives me a ride to the closest Safeway we could find. And I had heard a lot of people say it was a good place to apply. So the closest Safeway, that was to my house. So I walk in and I asked, hello, I'm here to apply for a job. And the manager was in the back. So she comes from up the stairs because my Safeway has an upstairs office for its employees only. Well, this location in my city has an upstairs office. And I go in and ask, excuse me, are you the manager? And she seemed kind of nice. And she didn't seem very patient though. I guess maybe because she was busy, she was trying to work and stuff, and I came at a bad time or something, I don't know. But she didn't seem like she was very friendly. So she took me upstairs and I go in and I asked, hey, where do I apply for a job? And she goes,
oh, you have to apply online.
So I'm like, okay. And I didn't know Safeway only takes applications online. So I was like, okay. So she wasn't very polite about it either. So I was having a little trouble with it. So I did have to have her help me. And I felt kind of bad because she was trying to work and stuff like that. But I'm not very good at online stuff. So I didn't understand some of it. So I had to have the manager help me read it over and look at it with me before I clicked anything. And she didn't seem like she was very patient and stuff. And she seemed kind of rude about it. I get it. Maybe she was stressed or because she was busy. Sorry, that was my tablet. Anyway. And so it took me a bit to fill out the application. And they said they would let me know, I think in about 2 weeks, if I got the job at Safeway. So I leave. So after I'm all done, I thank the lady for her time, and she didn't seem very friendly about it. So I leave, and my mom picks me up, and she asked how the applying for Safeway went, and I said, it was okay. I just didn't really have an easy time because the application was so weird and blah, 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 blah. And so I told her how I had a little trouble with it and how the manager wasn't very patient. And she said, oh, okay, I'm sorry. And she felt kind of bad. So I go away, so I forget to call back after, and then 2 weeks go by. I realized I forgot to call Safeway back. This is my fault, I'm not gonna lie. And I decided to give them a call to see if I got the job at Safeway. And so I call the Safeway location that I applied for, and the manager that was working with me answers the phone, and I tell her how I applied for a job at Safeway. I give her my name and my contact. I give her my name, and I told her what I did and blah, 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 when I applied and everything that she needed to know. And then she says this to me in like the snottiest voice and goes,
oh, unfortunately, I'm not hiring any badgers at the moment right now, or blah, 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 and you should blah, 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 maybe just go apply for somewhere else.
so I'm like, okay, that wasn't really polite. So I said, okay, thank you. But I didn't want to say that. So I was thinking that in my head. I didn't actually say that. So I decided to say, okay, thank you for the time, despite the fact that that manager was super snotty and rude about how I didn't get back to them in time. Well, I was new to finding a job, and I didn't know you had to call back. I didn't know how that worked. So basically, I told my mom everything, and my mom was pretty irritated with that location of Safeway and how they were kind of rude to me about applying, about how they were super rude to me and how they didn't seem to take the time to let me know when they were supposed to let me know in like 2 weeks. And they told me they were going to call me back in 2 weeks, but I never got a notification. And it was really irritating, and I thought it was really rude of them. So this made me just never want to apply for a job at Safeway ever again. So the moral of the story, it's always good to check in with the job. Don't wait about 2 weeks. But sometimes not all companies are really nice when you apply for them and stuff. So, and it is quite frustrating when you don't know how to apply online for a job and you're not used to applying online for a job. And it can be quite overwhelming, especially if you don't know what to do. You can always ask another employee to help you or a manager to help you. And not all people are patient, especially when they're trying to work. And also, not all people are very nice when you apply for a job, and they can be kind of rude and snotty sometimes, especially when they're the ones that are supposed to call you back. So that was my bad experience of applying for a job at Safeway. I hope you guys enjoyed the story. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I post every day of the week for a while, and I'll see you in another video soon. Bye. If you enjoyed this video, then make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe.